Breakfast, lunch, dinner. We all have our favorite meals of the day, but breakfast is really polarizing. I am one of the people who loves breakfast. For this particular day, I wanted to start with something light and fresh, and so I am having apples with a side of peanut butter yogurt. It is literally made with apples, yogurt, and peanut butter. I am cutting up my apples and weighing them because I'm tracking my macros, so excuse my phone because it will be an accomplice in my food run. I'm scooping 4 ounces of non-fat Greek yogurt. This is a great protein source and is an everyday staple for me. And then I will be scooping peanut butter into the yogurt. I am using a small ice cream scooper, which yields 1 tablespoon. And I know that this is not the healthiest option. Obviously, I'm using the brand Skippy, but I personally love Jif or Skippy peanut butter. Those are the only ones I would get because, quite frankly, the healthier alternatives just don't cut it. And then you mix them together. The combination of these 2 ingredients is so perfect. The sweetness offsets the acid balances out the sweet. It's just so delicious. You can have this on its own, but I usually dip my apples in them. I was eating this while reviewing material for my Korean class that afternoon, but listen to the crunch sounds. This is the perfect start to my day, something light and refreshing. I usually do this because when I wake up, I'm not that hungry, until it was time for something more satiating. So breakfast part 2 are eggs with pepper jack cheese on top of shokupan toast. This pepper jack cheese from Cache Valley has some jalapenos in them, and it's so good with the eggs. I always opt to toast my bread on pan, so I will be smearing half a tablespoon of French butter on a slice of shokupan. Shokupan is essentially Japanese white bread. It is so fluffy and has a buttery crust. It is really only here in Korea that I started eating white bread willfully because it's such a frowned upon thing back in the US. Like, they have really good selections of multigrain breads back there, but not so much here in Korea, although I can't complain since this milk bread is a household favorite. We don't replenish it as often. We try to eat it in moderation and alternate it with sourdough or rye because I know that white bread isn't the best option for you every day.
바빠요.
바쁘다?
바쁘다.
Good, is that
그쵸.
good? Is I'm missing some stuff. What is you have no life? You can say 아니요,
와.
right? But you can also say 아니에요 to look at something. Like, look at this.
All right, lunchtime. So I'm grabbing a tin of tuna, a head of lettuce, and a cucumber. There's another ingredient hard to find out here that I used to eat a lot in the US, which is kale. I don't really love lettuce as a salad base, but I'm training myself to like them more since that's what they have here, and I thought lettuce in tuna salad just made sense. So, hand-torn lettuce, cutting cucumbers, and then I'm going to make the tuna afterwards. What inspired me to make this was actually the salad dressing I received in the mail that I ordered from HealthNet. If you don't know, HealthNet is the salad place that the Kardashians always order from, you know, the ones that they always shake their salads. That is from HealthNet. Their tuna salad is apparently Kylie and Kendall's favorite. It is tossed with their house dressing, which is what I have. And to be honest, the dressing was okay. It's not like sweet green spicy cashew dressing levels, so I unfortunately will not be repurchasing. For dinner, we decided to walk to our favorite go-to restaurant. It is called Kimbap Jungkook, which is a Korean eatery. This is common throughout Korea, similar to a carinderia in the Philippines, and as ubiquitous as a diner in the US. They serve all kinds of food, of course kimbap, but they have classics such as sundubu-jjigae, solongtang, and ramyeon. There is one 3 blocks away from our apartment, and so I decided to end the day and have my favorite kind of kimbap, which is myochi or anchovy kimbap. This was supposed to have daengcho, which are Korean green chili peppers, but we asked them to remove it because I am very bad with spice.
So much better when you eat it here. Mm-hmm.
I think we just have to be a lot more clear when communicating in Korean. Christian and I are actually making headway in our Hangul classes, and we recently noticed that we can understand what our teacher is saying without translation needed.
So happy you guys love that.
Yeah, I picked out like a few things, and I was like, oh, that's what she means. Wow, I was concentrating so much on what she was saying. I was like, wow, I got that.
Yeah, I want patis with this.
To end the night, we went to an ice cream shop. This is a self-serve ice cream shop, meaning there is no staff, and are open 24 hours every day. They have a wide selection of snacks, candies, and ice cream. They literally have everything that you can think of: wafer ice cream, popsicles, cream bars, soft serve, and they even have tangulu here.
Which one should I get? Why are you getting so much?
Why are you judging me?
I wanted to get the corn one. This corn. But I feel like I'm done with the corn. Can I just get this? This looks so enticing. Ta-da!
Bag? I think yes, bag.
신용카드를 화면에 보이는 크지 신용카드를 제거하지 마세요. Into the scandalous lives of Manhattan's elite.
I have been rewatching Gossip Girl, and something about rewatching this now that I'm older and I can understand the references more, I feel like I'm watching it for the first time again. Blair was definitely my favorite character growing up, but surprisingly, my new favorite character is Eric. He is so underrated and is truly a sweetheart. I think he's the only one who has a pure heart in this entire show, to be honest. Also, this soft serve is so good, and it's not that sweet and so creamy. Such a perfect way to end the night. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this kind of video and you want to see more of what I eat on a day-to-day here in Korea, let me know in the comments. Love you if you're subscribed and supporting me, and until next time, bye!